Unfortunately for Angel, she was caught on a hot mic last night during a timeout running her mouth about one Sabrina Ionescu. And my goodness, that was a mistake.
Angel Reese was completely outplayed by Sabrina Ionescu, who fired back after a video surfaced of Angel claiming that Sabrina couldn't defend her. While Angel did a lot of talking, Sabrina made sure she had a front row seat to her own reality check. At one point, Angel said Sabrina couldn't guard her, but the only thing Angel failed to guard was her pride. As her frustration grew, she wasn't just trying to defend the basket anymore, she was trying to defend her own words. Someone might want to get her a rewind button.
Now winning score would be 70. Can Ionescu make it more? Off one leg for three! Sabrina! Magic for the Ghost!
Every athlete knows that if you're going to talk, you'd better be ready to back it up. Otherwise, you might just end up starring in a highlight reel you'd rather forget. Smile for the camera, Angel. Still, some of the greatest rivalries in sports have been sparked by a few bold words, some well-timed trash talk, and a whole lot of confidence.
So one of the cool things about Unrivaled is that it's a made-for-television product, right? And they're trying to give you experiences as a fan in regards to that, the way that they broadcast the games. But there may have been a comment that made it to air in the most recent contests between the Rose and the Phantom that perhaps people weren't supposed to hear. And it came from Angel Reese. Now,
that's exactly what happened when Angel Reese, the self-proclaimed defensive queen, had a surge of confidence in front of the league's ever-watchful cameras. Boldly, she declared that Sabrina Ionescu couldn't guard her, a moment that instantly went viral. But the real story wasn't in what Angel said. It was in what happened next. Because, oh boy, karma didn't wait long to show up. As the game went on, Sabrina Ionescu turned the court into her personal highlight reel, lighting it up like a human flamethrower. The New York Liberty star and three-point sharpshooter didn't bother clapping back with words. She let her game speak for itself. With every shot, it became painfully clear who really couldn't be protected that night. Ionescu caught absolute fire from beyond the arc, sinking 7 of 10 from three-point range and draining bucket after bucket, from distances that would have even made Steph Curry nod in approval.
Angel Reese has come out and said, talking about Sabrina Ionescu and the fact that she can't play defense, and Sabrina Ionescu has responded. I think it's great.
Reese, on the other hand, struggled to keep up as Sabrina Ionescu and her team completely took over the game, exposing every flaw in Reese's defense and making her earlier statement age like spoiled milk. The energy in the arena shifted instantly. Everyone could feel it. It wasn't just the fans and commentators who noticed, even the opposing bench could see exactly what was happening.
The Ghost Gang feels more full with Sabrina in the lineup. Sabali, three, that's the ball game! Ghost Gang, victorious!
And of course, the social media reaction was inevitable. Ionescu's squad didn't just win. The entire narrative of the game ended up revolving around the moment Angel Reese called out the wrong player. Trash talk only works when you back it up, otherwise, it's just a headline waiting to happen. In a perfectly cold and effortless response to the viral clip of Reese saying, "She can't guard me," Ionescu made her point loud and clear the moment she logged onto X. Her reply? Just 3 simple letters, followed by a casual LOL.
About Sabrina this morning, 9:12 a.m., laugh out loud. Sabrina Ionescu right there. Yeah, she crushed them. Watch what you're doing. Little bit like Caitlin Clark. You piss her off, she's going to crash.
Let's be honest. Angel Reese, who's recently struggled to bring that same fire to the court, was completely outmatched. This game proved that sometimes words can hit harder than expected. From her heated rivalry with Caitlin Clark to her unapologetic confidence as a rising force in the league, Reese has never been a stranger to internet buzz. She thrives under the spotlight. But this time, she found herself starring in a highlight reel where someone else was doing all the winning.
Talk about yet more records, attendance-wise and ratings-wise, that Caitlin Clark has now obtained and captured. And she drew another big rating on NBA TV, which she's broken every WNBA record they've had on there this year, and then she broke another one.
Angel Reese made a bold statement with her words, but Sabrina Ionescu answered with an even louder one through her game. Confidence is powerful, but winning speaks louder. Sometimes the best clapback isn't a post or a quote, it's a stat line that ends a conversation before it even starts. Reese might want to think twice before underestimating a shooter like Ionescu again, because when Sabrina's locked in, there's no defense on earth that can stop her. And if anyone doubts that, the scoreboard says it all. Despite Reese's team, the unrivaled Rose, suffering yet another defeat and sitting on a dismal one-win record, she continues to talk as though she's dominating the league. The truth, however, tells a different story, one where the words are getting louder, and the game isn't backing them up. Ionescu had every right to take offense. She's a proven champion and a top-tier guard in the WNBA. Her post-game LOL said everything that needed to be said. On the court, she didn't need to talk. She simply let her play do the work. While Reese was celebrating after routine rebounds, Ionescu was putting on a masterclass, leading her team to victory and showing exactly why she's considered one of the best guards in the game. Let's be real, Reese isn't even a guard, so she never needed to be in direct comparison with Ionescu to begin with. Yet somehow, she always finds her way into the story, even when that story ends in embarrassment. This latest loss is just another chapter in what's becoming a rough season for Angel Reese and the Rose. Despite all the noise and attention she attracts, the results aren't following. With only one win to their name, Reese's defense is inconsistent, her strategy questionable, and her talk louder than her impact on the floor.
Like, if you're gonna do that and get cooked, absolutely cooked, I mean, it's still for me, it's still like grand. It's not the end of the world. It's sports. It's something that we see in sport.
Being benched in favor of Lexi Hull last week was already a tough blow for Angel Reese. Hull may not have Reese's social media clout or viral moments, but she's proving far more valuable where it counts, on the court. She plays with composure, makes smart decisions, and, most importantly, doesn't act like the league revolves around her. When Reese first burst onto the scene in college, her fiery personality was seen as confidence, even entertainment. But in the pros, where everyone is skilled and no one's impressed by talk alone, that attitude is starting to backfire. Opponents aren't rattled by her trash talk anymore, it's become more of a running joke than a real intimidation tactic. The more she talks, the more obvious it becomes that she hasn't yet proven she can consistently back it up at this level. To be clear, this isn't just about a few rough games. It's a pattern, one that shows a player still acting like she's in college, relying on size and aggression to overpower less experienced opponents. That approach doesn't fly in the WNBA, where the competition is elite across the board. And right now, Angel Reese isn't close to being among the league's top players.
And what happened when Lexi Hull played more than 4 minutes? Oh, the Rose win, first of all. They win. And Lexi Hull goes 8 for 11 from the field and has 19 points, 3 assists, and 3 boards.
Reese's offensive game remains limited, and she often makes questionable decisions on the court. She lacks a reliable mid-range shot, and despite being repeatedly exposed for her shaky finishing at the rim and inconsistent defense, she continues to talk as if she's leading a championship team. Maybe she thinks that the louder she talks, the more people will see her as a star, but that's not how it works.
I love when I do that.
What do you say? Hate and pays the bills?
Hate and pays them bills, baby. I just hope y'all know the WNBA don't pay my bills at all. I don't even think that pays one of my bills. Literally. I'm trying to think of my rent for where I stay at. I'm gonna do the math real quick.
It might cover that. Yeah, it covers that. It definitely covers that.
What is I don't even know my salary. 74? Okay. Times.
Here, I'll do it.
Yeah. I don't even know my salary. Does it? What is it? You don't even... Yo! I'm living beyond my means! It's like...
Winning is what defines greatness, yet Angel Reese seems to miss that point. Her words are becoming louder than her game, and instead of lifting her team, she's adding to their struggles. In the pros, respect is earned through performance, not talk, and right now, Reese's talk far outweighs her impact. Unless she refocuses, improves her skills, and lets her play speak for itself, she risks being remembered more for her antics than her achievements.